This is the Thule Round Trip Bike Gear Bag. Bike gear. It is a bag that I've had and been using for the last year or so. I picked it up while traveling, needing an extra piece of luggage that I did not have with me when I went traveling. And I thought, why not pick up a bike-specific bag to do so? I've been using just regular duffel bags up until now, and this seemed like an interesting concept, so I picked it up. So now I'm going to show you what I think of this bag and help you decide whether this bag is right for you. So one of the interesting things about this bag is that it has structure. It has padding all around the bag, and so even when it's empty, which I'll show you later on in this video, it holds its shape, which is one of the appeals of this bag. It has a main compartment in the front with a bunch of organizing pockets, a spot for your helmet on the sides. You can see I have a bunch of stuff in here. I have a water bottle, travel towel, first aid kit, bike shorts, my tool pack, which you can see the video up here, spare inner tube, this is for my DJ bike, snacks, my portable bike pump, jersey, shorts, gloves, and you can see here there is a pocket that's padded for sunglasses. Now, I don't know how useful this is. The pocket is, I guess, fine. It does a good job, but I usually keep my sunglasses or my regular glasses, something I wear, in their glasses cases. So I don't know if I need a specific one in here, but you could use it for other things, electronics, maybe put your GPS in there, whatever. Now you'll see here I have some knee pads kind of stuck into my helmet, and I'll get to that in a moment. And of course, my helmet. And now you can see that the bag still does a good job of holding its shape, though it is not empty. On the side here, you have a water and sort of dirt-proof lined nylon pocket for your shoes. There's actually also a similar pocket right on the top of the bag here. That's for, according to the instructions, your sweaty and dirty clothing, which, depending on your ride, might be very sweaty and very dirty. And lastly, there is a front pocket, and you have your little tool spot. I have a microfiber cloth, I have a shock pump, portable Allen key set, slides into these webbing straps on the front pocket flap. I have a T25 for my rotors, also nitrile gloves for when things are getting really greasy. When you put the bag down, it retains its shape and means, along with these dividers, it's really easy to find something that you're looking for. Unlike a regular duffel bag, here's a regular duffel bag, you place it down and it will just sort of flop down, right? There's no structure to this bag. And if you're hunting for something, you gotta rummage around for it, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass. The negative of it is, of course, what happens if, for instance, you want to take a full face helmet like this one? Well, it's not going to fit in this helmet section. Now, the makers of this did think of this. There are snaps that hold these dividers in place, and you can unsnap them. You can kind of just compress them to the side. In fact, there's snaps on the other side to just kind of snap it out of the way so that you can have this more of a traditional duffel bag. This still takes up a surprisingly large amount of space, partially because of that padded sunglass pocket, which I wish this didn't have. Generally, I wish they had just made it so you could disconnect this divider thing so you can just have just like a regular duffel bag. Now, of course, it keeps its shape a little bit less shapely just because divider thing is what keeps its space. Then, of course, you can get your full face helmet in there, but then you have much less space for everything else. I tend to just kind of stuff my clothing into the helmet. I found that if you're going gravel riding or cross-country light trail riding where you're not using a full face helmet, you're the type of person that does more aggressive riding in a regular helmet, and you're not taking a bunch of padding, this is not a bad option. I have a core guard because I have brittle bones, and I find this a bit annoying. It just kind of ends up sitting on the top of the bag, and that works. I mean, this is a big bag. It's got a lot of space. But you throw this in with, maybe you have full-size knee pads with shin guards. Those are also kind of just stuck up top. There's no pockets that are big enough for these pads. There's no pockets big enough for this. They can kind of fit on the side, but not with dividers attached to the anchoring points. So, you know, it's not a universal bag. It works. I make it work. I do use it every time I go riding. Doesn't matter what kind of riding it is. But like I said, these dividers are a little bit of a disappointment. I wish they're a bit more versatile, or I wish you could just outright remove them. But then if you remove these dividers, it kind of negates the whole purpose of this bag and why this bag is so expensive. It kind of negates the purpose of why you spent all this money on this bag to begin with. Two other features that are worth noting. It has a top handle that you can lift it like this, but it also has two side handles, which you'll need if the bag is open. If it's open, obviously you can't lift it by here. Lastly, it has a strap. Shoulder strap kind of goes crosswise across the bag, but this strap also sort of attaches to the end here and velcros in place. And this is a shoulder strap. It works like a crossbody backpack sort of, if you need to get it anywhere with it. So this is the Thule Round Trip Bike Gear Bag. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you have one, whether you like it. I like it enough. If I was buying one again, I don't know necessarily if I would buy it again. It's not bad, it's not great. It is what it is, and it's pretty expensive for what it is. Hope you enjoy this video, and have a good ride.